Hey, what's up? This is Steven. I'm going to read you a poem. This is by Wendell Berry. It's called From the Crest. What we leave behind to sleep is ahead of us when we wake. Cleared, the field must be kept clear. There are more clarities to make. The farm is an infinite form. Thinking of what may come, I wake up in the night and cannot go back to sleep. The future swells in the dark, too large a room for one man to sleep well in. I think of the world and the work at hand. Before spring comes again, there is another pasture to clear and sow. For an end I desire, but cannot know. Now in the silent keep of stars and of my work, I lay me down to sleep. The deepest sleep holds us to something immutable. We have fallen into place, and harmony surrounds us. We are carried in the world in the company of stars, but as dawn comes, I feel the waking of my hunger for another day. I weave around it again, the kindling tapestry of desire. My life's wave is at its crest. The thought of work becomes a friend of the thought of rest. I see how little avail one man is. And yet I would not be a man sitting still. No little song of desire traveling the mind's dark woods. I'm trying to teach my mind to bear the long, slow growth of the fields and to sing of its passing while it waits. The farm must be made a form, endlessly bringing together heaven and earth, light and rain, building, dissolving, building back again the shapes and actions of the ground. If it is to be done, not of the body, not of the will, the strength will come, but of the light that moves lovers and their loves, that moves the sun and stars, that stirs the leaf and lifts the hawk in flight. From the crest of the wave, the grave is in sight, the soul's last deep track in the known. Past there, it gives up roof and fire. Board, bed, and word, it returns to the wild, where nothing is done by hand. I am trying to teach my mind to accept the finish that all good work must have, of hands touching me, days and weathers passing over me, the smooth of love, the weaving of the earth. At the final stroke, I will be a finished man. Little farm, motherland, made by what has nearly been your ruin. When I speak to you, I speak to myself, for we are one body. When I speak to you, I speak to wife, daughter, son, whom you have fleshed in your flesh. And speaking to you, I speak to all the brotherhood that rises daily in your substance, and walks, burrows, flies, stands, plants and beast, who lives, loop like dolphins through your sod. Going into the city, coming home again, I keep you, always in my mind. Who knows me who does not know you? The crowds of the streets do not know that you are passing among them with me. They think I am simply a man, made of a job and clothes and education. They do not see who is with me, or know the resurrection by which we have come from the dead. In the city we must be seemly and quiet, as becomes those who travel among strangers. But do not, on that account, believe that I am ashamed to acknowledge you, my friend. We will write with a poem to tell them of the great membership, the mystic order to which both of us belong. When I think of death, I see that you are but a passing thought, poised upon the ground, held in place by vision, love, and work, all as passing as a thought. Beginning and end threads these fields like a net. Nosing and shouldering, the field mouse pats his anxious roots through the grass. The mole is cool ones among the roots. The air is tensely woven of bird flight. Fluttery at night with bats. The mind of the honeybee is the map of bloom. Like a man, the farm is headed for the woods. The wild is already veiled and veined in it everywhere. It's thriving. To love these things one did not intend is to be a friend to the beginning and the end. And when we speak together, love, our words rise like leaves out of our fallen words. What we have said becomes an earth we live on, like two trees whose sheddings enrich each other, making both the source of each. When we love, the green stalks and downturned bells of lilies grow from our flesh. Dreams and visions flower from those beds our bodies are. The farm travels in snow, a little world flying through the Milky Way. The flakes all fall into place, but already the mind begins to shift its light, clearing space to receive anew the old fate of spring. And all the fields and woods, old work calls to new. The dead and living prepare again to mate. Let the great song come that sways the branches, that weaves the nest of the vireo, that the ground squirrel dreams in his deep sleep and wakes, that the fish hear, that pipes the minnows over the shoals. In snow I wait and sing of the braided song I only partly hear. Even in the rising year, even in the spring, the little can hope to sing only in praise of the great.